Welcome aboard Imagination Skyway, your grand podcast tour of the magic. I'm your host, Matthew Krull, and in today's episode, I have the honor and pleasure of interviewing Michael Vargo, Vice President of D23, the official Disney fan club, live from the Walt Disney World Resort. As the first official club of its kind, D23 has been helping bring Disney fans closer to the magic since 2009, offering members one-of-a-kind experiences, quarterly publications, special events, unique merchandise offerings, and exclusive online content, plus my favorite, the opportunity to meet and connect with other Disney fans. I've been a D23 member since the very beginning and can tell you there's something very special about this group of Disney fans, something that was confirmed this weekend as I purchased tickets to attend two D23 events both the same day, including D23 The Princess and the Frog 15th Anniversary screening at Disney Springs and an exclusive D23 member preview of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, where we had the chance to ride the attraction with virtually no wait as many times as we wanted over the course of 3 hours, all while enjoying live New Orleans-style music and complimentary snacks and beverages, of course donning our Princess and the Frog attire if we brought that with us. Both events reaffirmed why I love being a D23 member. The fans who are a part of this community are true Disney enthusiasts, fans who still laugh and cry while watching The Princess and the Frog and who laugh and applaud every trip down the bayou on the new Magic Kingdom attraction. If you were there, I'm sure you will agree with me. Needless to say, having the chance to interview Michael Vargo in person from my home resort for this episode was something I was incredibly excited to record and is a new core memory for hosting this podcast. At the end of the show, we'll return to Imagination Central, where I'll share ways in which you can stay connected with Imagination Skyway, how you can discuss this topic with others, how you can join D23, and how you can help support and inspire the future of this show. Please remain seated, keep your hands and arms inside the podcast at all times, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour aboard Imagination Skyway. So I'm here at my home resort, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, having the opportunity of a lifetime to get to interview in person Michael Vargo, Vice President of D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Club. Michael, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Matthew. So great to be here with you.
Thank you for coming and for spending the time with me. We have an exciting summer up ahead for D23. It's going to be the summer of a lifetime, I think, and we're going to obviously spend a bit talking about D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Events, which we heard about for the first time last year, and there are some exciting updates for this year's, what was formerly D23 Expo. But I thought it'd be useful to start with you because you yourself are a huge Disney fan, and you've spent a long time at Disney. So I usually reserve this for like the Disney fan guest, but you're a big Disney fan. So I have two rapid fire questions for you. Favorite Disneyland attraction?
Oh, the Matterhorn bobsleds at Disneyland. It's just my favorite. It's the original. I just love it. So, yes.
That's a classic choice.
Can't get enough of that.
Yeah. And more specific to D23, there's a range of benefits to joining D23 as a general member or, like myself, a gold member.
Yeah.
What is your favorite D23 member benefit or service?
Oh, I love all the events we get to do because it's a chance you get to meet the fans, you get to play with the fans and, go on rides with the fans. It's so much fun. So I love all the events we get to do.
That's a lot of fun. Well, I'm down here specifically for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, the D23 Gold event.
A blast.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Hopefully I'll get to see you riding the attraction. Have you been on it yet?
I have not.
Okay.
So we can ride it over and over and over again tomorrow night because that's what's so cool about being a D23 member at these exclusive events. So I'm going to ride it as many times as I can.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I'm excited.
And there's so much I know around the event, but we're not here to talk about that event, although it's obviously a huge benefit to being a D23 Gold member. But you've been with the Walt Disney Company for, I think it's over 30 years.
Correct. Yes.
So,
yes.
A couple questions for you there. Like, what prompted you to first jump into your first role at Disney?
Oh, it's such a great question. Actually, I grew up in Anaheim. My parents still live in the same house that I grew up in. So Disneyland was practically in my backyard. We heard the fireworks from our house every single night, which was so great.
That's amazing.
And I just went there all the time. I knew I had to be a part of the magic sometime in my life. And I saw an opportunity that opened up while I was going to college. And That was in March of '92, and here I am. It's great. I loved it. It was such a great experience. I loved working in the theme parks and had so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
So.
I did the Disney College program in
Yeah, I know.
2007,
Yeah.
so I know exactly how you feel about that.
And you just make you make lifelong friends with people, and I'm still friends, good friends actually, with many of the people that I started with at Disneyland.
That's
and it's
amazing.
a small family community, and it's just great. It's just really great.
Yeah. What are some of the? We could probably spend an hour just talking about your career itself, but walk us through some of the career highlights that brought you from that first role in the parks to then working as the vice president of.
Yeah. Wow. How much time do we have? But it's it's a journey that has just been so fulfilling. And I started in entertainment at Disneyland, so I was friends with a lot of the friends on Main Street, which was great. Worked in some of the parades and such, and just had so much fun. So I started to work in events actually at Disneyland after those roles, and I knew event work is what I really wanted to do. So I started to work with Walt Disney Special Events Group and a lot of our touring programs. So we did a lot of mall shows and mall tours and big conferences and events. And I'm like, oh, this is my calling. I really love all of this. It's really fun. And that's how I started to work with D23 actually. So back in 2009, I was really working behind the scenes, producing a lot of the D23 events. And for several years. So I did our launch event in March of 2009 and worked the very first D23 Expo back in 2009 and learned so much and had so much fun doing it. And in 2016, that's when they said, hey, you want to come run the whole show? And so I said, why not? And it's been great. It's been great.
That's incredible. And I can imagine that obviously a lot of those skills and the experiences you had working in events and working in entertainment, that translates directly into so many of the events, the experiences that we see
That's
at
right.
D23.
That's right. That's what's so great. And it's I love special events, and I know what goes into planning events, and you learn over the years, and it's been great. And even D23 Expo, it's just the very first one to the one that we have today.
Yeah.
It's evolved and changed. It's been really fun.
It has, and that's a perfect segue because this year, I'm still getting used to saying the words because I'm so used to saying D23 Expo, but D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, it's an entirely different way of approaching D23 Expo. What are, just from a holistic perspective, some of the things that guests can look forward to this year that might be a bit different from previous years?
Well, we went bigger than ever this year, and that's why we quite frankly had to change the name because it was more than just an expo. I mean, it truly is the ultimate Disney fan event, and we just went big. So we're actually in multiple locations this year, not only at the Anaheim Convention Center, the place where everyone knows and loves, where the whole expo comes to life, but we're going to be kicking off at Disneyland the day before, our very first D23 takeover at Disneyland, D23 Day at Disneyland, our very first one ever, so that's going to be exciting, really kind of sets the tone for the weekend.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be at the Honda Center as well for our big tentpole marquee shows. Friday night is going to be all about our entertainment around the company, everything you love about movies and streaming and television. Saturday night's going to be all about the parks and experiences, which I know that's your...
That's I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of the work that's going into it, and they're going to put together a fantastic show. And then, of course, Sunday night's going to be our Disney Legends ceremony, and what a lineup this year. And so I'm excited to see that one as well. It's just really on a different location. The Honda Center just really elevates our production. It's going to make it feel like a real spectacular show, even more than we've ever done before at D23. So again, we went bigger and had to change the name to fit the bill. So
yeah, and I know the Honda Center is, when you think about the Anaheim Convention Center and the Honda Center, they're not directly next to each other. They're a little bit farther
Correct.
apart. So
Yes.
what was some of the rationale behind having that bigger? I know you talked about the scale of the events being at the Honda Center. Center,
Yeah.
but what else was really drawing you to that?
A lot of advantages. Historically, we've been in Hall D23 at the
Yeah.
Anaheim Convention Center for our big shows. And it was a situation where you're kind of limited in what you can do in there, not only from a production perspective, but just the seating and the operations of it. So we really wanted to put together, and because we've heard from the fans so many years, they don't want to wait overnight in line. I get it. It's frustrating. You wait in line and you may or may not get in. So the Honda Center allowed us to actually reserve your seat in advance. So people were able to actually purchase a seat, a guaranteed spot in the Honda Center. They knew exactly where they were going to be sitting, and got to choose accordingly. So it was a huge advantage that really helped mitigate a lot of the frustration of the lines and not knowing if you can get in or not. So, you're a guaranteed spot at the Honda Center. So there was a lot of advantages to that. And we knew the logistics of getting people to and from were going to be need to be figured out, and we did. We put together a fantastic transportation program, so we feel very good and very solid about what we're offering to get fans to and from. Because we really want to maximize their time at the event. We don't want everybody waiting in lines. I don't want to wait in line all day. It's like you really want to see as much as you possibly can, and there's so much to soak in. You can't do it all in 3 days. It's like going to a theme park. You can't do it all in one day, even, right? You can't see all the attractions. So we really want to maximize the time. So I think it's been a good run this time.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how that totally changes the game for the events. And I'm selfishly tempted to want to talk about the parks event, but more importantly, I want to talk about the Disney Legends ceremony, because this feels so different. The others, I know you're putting in a new venue, there's other aspects of showmanship, but we have Ryan Seacrest hosting this year's Disney Legends ceremony. So what was some of the thinking behind all the shifts that are happening for that particular event?
It's such a prestigious event, and we really just wanted to elevate it to the level that it deserves and put on this Oscar caliber, performance to honor these great legends. And like I said, what an incredible lineup that we have this year, from Angela Bassett and Jamie Lee Curtis and Harrison Ford and these incredible animator Mark Henn, who's done so much work for Disney over the years, and a dear friend of mine, Martha Blanding. I'm so excited, from Disneyland. She was there for over 50 years, and Joe Rohde. Wow! Finally, we got Joe Rohde on there. And John Williams. It just goes on and on. There's so much that we're going to put on that stage, and to celebrate and honor these incredible legends. It's going to be a remarkable show. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, having Ryan Seacrest there, I know is just going to also make it like you said, make it that level, that caliber, taking it to the next level. Let's talk a little bit about you mentioned the D23 day at Disneyland and the D23 day at Angel Stadium. So what can guests look forward to at both of those events?
Well, I'm glad you brought up Angel Stadium, actually. So I say we kick it off at D23 Day at Disneyland on that Thursday, but we're really starting even earlier. So on Sunday, August 4th, we're doing a D23 Day at Angel Stadium. So there's a game between the Angels and the Mets, and we're doing all kinds of Disney fun. And the first 23,000 people in the gates get a free Mickey Mouse bobblehead. And we actually have one in our office now. We just saw it a couple weeks ago. It's fantastic. So it's worth it just to go to get the bobblehead alone. But we'll have some Disney fun there, some trivia and some games and such throughout the game. And so that's always fun to go. I love baseball game. And then Monday, and then the weeknights leading up to, we have some other Disney fan events as well. We're doing a screening of The Incredibles, an outdoor screening at the local park there in Anaheim. We're doing some meetups at some of the local restaurants and stuff leading up to it. And then Downtown Disney is going to have a week-long celebration takeover of D23 as well. So we're going to have lots of great opportunities throughout the week at Downtown Disney with some special offers and such with all of our merchants there. So there's a lot of fun. It's not just 3 days, it's a whole week if you really want to make it.
Yeah, you could spend literally an entire vacation, week
That's
and
right.
a half, 2 weeks, and then tag
And
on
that, you know,
Disneyland,
and that
right?
comes back to the fan feedback that we've heard over the years. It's like, wow, we'd love to do more. We'd love to go into the parks. We want to do more than just come to the convention center. So there's offerings for everyone. You can take advantage of some of the things outside of the convention center if you didn't get tickets for it, or you can go to Disneyland Day. So lots of things.
Yeah. Outside of the major panels, what's your favorite aspect of D23 Expo previously, or the Ultimate Disney
Oh,
Fan
you
event
know,
this year?
I always just love our archives exhibits. That's one of the things that I just love and look forward to, because we always come up with this incredible theme. And this year is going to be unlike anything else we've ever done for an archives exhibition. We're actually putting together a car show. So we're bringing out some incredible vehicles from the years of Disney, from television, movies, theme parks, all of that. Think of anything with wheels.
Yeah.
Or not wheels. Actually, there's some surprises there. That's really a lot of fun to see. So yeah, I always look forward to the archives exhibit. It's always fun. It's
That's
always
cool.
fun.
Between that and then the Walt Disney Imagineering exhibit, for me personally,
Oh, I know.
that
That's
put together is
always on another level every time. And, you know, that's part of the challenge that we have year after year. It's like, okay, we raise the bar. How do you raise it even higher now? And I've seen some of the early drawings and such for the WDI exhibit. It's incredible. You're going to love it. You're going to love
amazing.
it. So.
Now, I know that there are fans who can't always make it. You either, can't secure tickets. There's obviously a limited number. Or you don't know your travel plans until later, or you just can't make it for one reason or another. So for those who maybe can't physically attend in person, but who still want to, see what's being offered or celebrate in some way, what is available, or how can those fans
Yeah,
enjoy
it's
the
a good
event?
question. We'll be rolling out some communications leading up to the event on how they can experience D23 throughout the weekend. So stay tuned for some more around that. But like I said, go to Disneyland Day, go to the Angel Game, go to some of the screenings up advance, just to be a part of the whole fun that whole week long. It's great. And downtown Disney, it's just a great place to go and celebrate after 7 o'clock when the show floor closes. That's where everyone's going to head. So
Yeah.
you can still have fun at the parks.
I mean, it's definitely true. So we'll look forward to those communications. Now, this is also the first year that D23 is going, at least for the Expo or the Ultimate Disney Fan event, is going international, which is incredible. So I saw that the announcement that it's D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan event, is going to be taking place in Sao Paulo, Brazil, in November. What was the inspiration to go international? Why start with Brazil?
Yeah, well, it's actually not our very first international D23 Expo. We actually did one in Tokyo. We actually did
right.
it 3 years in Tokyo.
That's right.
Before, which our fans in Japan just love Disney, and it was so much fun. But this year, this is our first time ever going to Latin America, and Brazil, of course. And so exciting because there's such rabid fans in Brazil. And we just knew we wanted to bring some Disney love down there and celebrate with our fans. We have a lot of D23 members that live in Brazil that come to all of our events in the United States. So they kept asking us, when are you coming to Brazil? When are you coming to Brazil? And it just seemed to all work out. So we've been working with our partners down in our Sao Paulo offices to help putting this together. And it's been a great partnership. And we're excited. It's going to be a little different, but very different than what we have here in the States. So we're excited about the programming down there too.
That's very cool. And I totally forgot about Tokyo. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So D23 is about so much more than this particular event. This is a tentpole event every couple of years that we look forward to. I personally also look forward to, especially because it's a lot closer to home, Destination D23.
Is that one of your? So I got to ask you, what's your favorite D23 event
Mine is
before you
Destination
continue
D23.
on? Okay.
I mean, as much as the D23 Expo,
one of mine too.
Ultimate Disney Fan
Yeah.
event is great. I know that for those who are local to Disneyland, it's right in your backyard. It's easy.
Yeah.
For me, it's a little bit harder to get there from
Yeah.
New York, and it's worth the trip. But I also like the fact that, so the major thing for me is that you can see everything
That's right, yeah.
at Destination D23, whereas the expos, the Ultimate Disney Fan events, you have to pick and choose. As one person, you have to divide and conquer and figure out where you're going to go. And then for being able to just walk from the event to Magic Kingdom, could do the same thing in Anaheim with Disneyland, but it's my
Everyone
favorite
loves
event.
it for that too. You're in one location the whole time.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. But there's so much for fans to enjoy with D23 membership, at the general membership, gold membership. So what are some of the aspects of D23, either general membership or gold membership, that members say they enjoy the most?
Yeah, it's so interesting. We just want everyone to come together and celebrate their love of Disney and the fandom of Disney, and that's why we created D23. It's a community of fans, and you can love everything from the Marvel and the Pixar and true Disney theme parks or movies, whatever it is, but you all share this common interest, and that's what D23 is all about. So you can just be a general member and, subscribe to all of our communications that we put out there, and we do offer some benefits and some events sometimes for general members, including the Ultimate Disney Fan Event. You didn't have to be a gold member, but there's some advantages to being a gold member, because there are some exclusive events that we can offer, like the Tiana Bayou Adventure preview, and that type of thing. And that's the stuff that we love to do for our gold members, and that's what they want more of are the events. And so they love all of that. So we love to put out events and different offers that we have just for gold members. Of course, we have our beautiful quarterly publication that we have put out there, and just different opportunities for people to, they want some exclusive access to some merchandise or pre-release of some things that they may not be able to have access to without being a D23 Gold member. So lots of different perks and benefits that we offer throughout the year.
Yeah. I'm, like I said, excited about this weekend's event. It's one of the huge benefits of being a D23 Gold member. Looking ahead to the future, how are you thinking about, now that we have this massive new events or this expanded scale for the historically called Expo?
Yeah.
How are you thinking about what's next, the future?
It's almost like I said earlier about the Expo. We keep raising the bar. So, now we've raised the bar again. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous about next year. No, we have some plans that we're cooking up that I think everyone's going to be very excited about. And we truly listen to the fans. It's like we want to give them more of what they want, and the fan club has evolved over the years. It's really changed, and our focus has changed, but we're growing with the fans and evolving with all of that. So we're excited about the future and have some exciting events that I cannot wait to announce. We keep going, can we announce it now? No, we got to hold back. So we'll have some more exciting things to come for sure.
I'm looking forward to hearing what those announcements are.
Yeah.
And so last question, I started out by asking your favorite attraction at Disneyland, but we are at Walt Disney World. So what is your favorite attraction here at Walt Disney World?
Oh, that's so hard because there's so many. And I have to say the People Mover is one of my favorites. It's my go-to every time I come here. It's like you go into the gates and you have to just go ride the People Mover. It's just a given because I grew up with the People Mover at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I always loved that attraction. But I love just jumping on the People Mover here at the Magic Kingdom. But Flight of Passage is just on a different level, obviously. It's no People Mover, but I love Flight of Passage. It's one of my favorite. I rode that several times in a row when it first opened, and it was because I couldn't get enough of it. It was such an immersive experience that I've never had before on an attraction. I thought it was so well done.
And it's
so well done.
emotional.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, it gives you all the feels, right? But then People Mover, it's just
it's classic.
There's just something about it.
Well, I love that you mentioned Flight of Passage because Joe Rohde, of course, being a lead designer on that one and a Disney legend this year.
I have to say that was a D23 Gold member exclusive event that we did at the opening of Pandora. Joe Rohde gave a private tour for D23 Gold members through Pandora. We had a breakfast with Joe at Tiffin's, and then we got to go into the land and walk through the land. I mean, what an experience, right?
Yeah.
To get a guided tour from Joe Rohde of Pandora. That was pretty awesome.
Amazing.
That was pretty awesome.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for taking your time to chat with me and meet with me in person as well. And
Of
it
course.
was great. I'm really looking forward to this year's events and looking forward to hearing all the other announcements coming out for D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event.
Thank you. Looking forward to it as well. And enjoy the rest of your vacation. And,
Thank you.
We'll see you at Tiana's
Yes,
for sure.
we will.
Yes.
Welcome back to Imagination Central. As you disembark, please remember to remain fully seated until the podcast comes to a complete stop, then gather your belongings and watch your head and step as you exit. And if you're not already a D23 member, now might be the time to consider joining the official Disney fan club. I've been a D23 member since it started and a D23 Gold member for several years, and I truly enjoy all the benefits that come with membership. I also do want to extend once again a very special and personal thanks to Michael Vargo for taking the time out of a busy weekend to come and join me and to sit down and chat about D23 at my home resort. Again, it's just a new core memory for the show, and I loved every second. It was, as always, a pleasure to see you, and I look forward to seeing you at future D23 events. After you exit the episode, I encourage you to engage with the show by following Imagination Skyway on your favorite social media app. And if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to share it with anyone who might enjoy our discussion today, and leave us a rating or review in your favorite podcast app. If you're listening on Spotify or already following us on social media, be sure to answer our question associated with this episode, which is for you to tell me your favorite D23 event, experience, or member benefit. Same question I asked to Michael earlier in the show. In addition, be sure to explore Imagination Skyway on the Patreon app or at patreon.com, where you can enjoy bonus content, join a private community of listeners, and help support the show. I've been infusing a lot more value into this particular subscription program. Encourage you to check it out, whether you join for free, to test it out, to do a free 7-day trial, or join the free membership level, or jump into trying out your first month as a Patreon member. Either way, our Patreon members literally have kept the podcast running since 2017, and I say this every show now because it's true. This show would not be possible without our Patreon subscribers. So as always, I do want to extend my sincerest thanks to every Patreon member listening, past, present, or future. Know that your support means everything to me, and I will continue to do whatever I can to pay that back in every way possible. Plus, if you're looking for more short-form content that covers the latest Disney news, be sure to check out my other podcast, Imagination Skyway News. Episodes are usually about 5 to 6 minutes in length, offering bite-sized overviews of the latest Disney news, providing nothing but the facts, and making sure you are up to date with what's happening at the Disney parks and beyond. Thank you so much for riding aboard Imagination Skyway, and remember, if we can dream it, we can do it.